Hi, my name is Manon Moutinho and my philosophy is to take every opportunity that comes my way to achieve my dream.
I'm in my natural habitat of vaulting and vaulting on the barrel, but we're not in America. We're in France at the French National Training Center here in Saumur. I'm joined by Manon Moutinho, the current FEI world leader of vaulting, and today we're going to have an up-close look at the French national vaulting style with At Home with Manon Moutinho.
Hi.
We're at the French National Equestrian School in the Grand Arena, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about this center.
Here we are in the Prestige Arena. This is a old arena where a lot of people ride and some vaulters can vault too. And this arena means a lot for me because when I was 14, it was my first year here in this school. I think I did my first big training, most emotional training. We had in 2018 the World Cup final here too, and yeah, when I was a child, before I was in the sports study, the CVI from Saumur was always my favorite. So after it was a bit different for me because it was my place to train, but it was really a chance and a pleasure for me to be here because before it was already my favorite place to compete. So yeah, of course I have a lot of story in this arena.
What does it mean for a French vaulter to be vaulting in such a facility? How do they become one to be able to train here?
We are really lucky to be there. Our sports studio is there since 2011, and we have a lot of place to train, like the movie room, the gymnastic room, the stable, and this beautiful arena where we can train before competition and the whole winter and the whole year. The goal is when you start in a club, you can make an inscription to say why you want to be here, why you want to train here, and after the French staff gonna accept or not if you are good enough to be there, and if you are good enough to be there, you can come here and train with the national trainer, the national trainer of the horse, and the goal is to train from 20-25 hours per week, and we do a lot of things like dance, gym, and vaulting.
Going into the championships and at Herning, the French Federation is really strong behind you, and you guys have a great system going into the championships. Could you talk about how this facility has really built a center where the vaulters are able to train full force and go at a championship with their best foot forward?
I think we are the country who have the most support in our discipline, the vaulting, that made our team strong.
And at the championships in Herning, obviously it's just you and the horse and your lunger in the arena, but there's so many people behind the scenes, behind the stage, supporting you and contributing to your success. What did that feel like, your entire family of vaulting people behind you in Herning?
Yeah, that's a good point because for me it was, I think, to be honest, the first championship where I had so much supporter because my parent was always there for championship, but not always for CVI or little competition. And it's true that there were really a big atmosphere in this arena because the parents of Lambert was there, the parents of Quentin, my parents. They did a lot of T-shirts with supporting Team France, and yeah, for example, my parents told me that they have really liked this championship, of course, because of the result, but not only because, yeah, they said the feeling between all the people was really nice, and yeah, it was just crazy. I think we have no words to explain that, but yeah, it was really special. I think the shape of the arena have helped too, because it was a bit in a circle. So when you go in, you really feel all this energy that they give, even if they are really far. So yeah, that was hard in emotion for me.
Safely through her backflip. Wow, this is good. And a sideways backflip dismount. Absolutely incredible. Look at what it means to Manon, Corinne Boshart and Saitiri.
The goal was more to tell my story from all the year I did, all the stress, the sacrifice. The goal was to be with my horse a lot. Some people who don't know the vaulting have really liked the relation we had together, and it's really what I wanted to tell.
What do you hope that someone watching in the stands, maybe in Herning, maybe when they watch you in a World Cup, what do they hope that they take away from just watching you as a vaulter?
I am always a bit sad because some people don't know our sport, or sometimes when I explain my sport, they have never seen that, so it's always cool that people can discover our sport. I think, of course, it's my sport, so I like, and I said it's cool if some other kids want to do this sport, but I think it's a really complementary sport, because you have a big mix of equestrian. You can have a relation with your lunger, with your partner in team, with your horse. You can dance on the horse, you can express yourself, you can be strong in your body because you work your muscles. So yeah, that's really nice if I could show my sport to some people who were not knowing this sport. And yeah, like I said, I hope they had feel what I wanted to tell, and the message I wanted to explain.
As there's been many special horses in your career, in your life, and especially related to your success in Herning, maybe we can check out the horses here in Samir.
Yes.
And see which ones are
of course,
special to
yes.
you.
Let's check out the barn.
Cool.
There is so many horses. With the horse I won in Herning, you know, the mare, Saitiri. Yeah, how I met her was really special because the first year I was coming in Switzerland, where my lunger Corinne was and all the horse were. First, she was my reserve horse, and we had planned that I start on another one. And it was not working the best with the one we planned, and at the end, we choose me and my lunger to start on her. And of course, I have I think it's really the horse of my career, because I could really achieve all my dream, and it was really the end of my career. And not only the horse, because I had such a good relation with my lunger too. I am really thankful from her, because I have learned from her a lot of things. And what was crazy in Herning was that what have helped me to be good, it was really to be connected first with Saitiri, so my horse, and after with my lunger. So I did, for my 4 programs, when I was going on the circle and on the side, I had to put my head up to watch Saitiri, watch Corinne, and I could be connected with them. And that's have really helped me to put my stress out and just to say, okay, it's going to be okay. So yeah, of course, I have such a good relation with her. She's a really calm mare, but if you are taking her in the stable with the halter and without the bridle from the stable to the training arena, it's really not easy.
A lot of people they imagine that vaulting horses are just so safe and that they maybe are super calm, but that's not always the case. We want the energy and you want the excitement as well, just like a dressage or a jumping horse. Yeah.
And that's the reason why it's really cool that she's not always so calm and so normal, and that she has this crazy point. But yeah, I think not all the horse and all the mare are really safe and calm, but I had the chance that Saitiri was really safe. I was knowing when I was going in with Corinne and Saitiri that everything is okay. I have to be connected with them and concentrate and focus on me and on my performance. And of course, yeah, Saitiri is just the best horse of my career, and I will never forget her, of course.
Wow, what a great performance. Some relief and a nod for her lunger, Corinne Bossard. Happy to have come through that technical test.
Let's take a look back at where it all started, where the spirit of the sport was first born for you as an athlete. We've just arrived to a gymnastics center where the national French team is able to train and exercise outside of vaulting. And you first began in gymnastics and then were introduced into vaulting a bit later in your career. How can you describe your first passions and the drive to become a vaulter from being a gymnast?
Yes, that's true. I have started first with the gym when I had 6 years old, I think, yes. And I was visiting training from my best friend when I was 9 years old, and she was doing vaulting and she had invited me as her training. And I was doing always some cartwheels, some split on the floor, some jump. So yes, I was doing always some gymnastics exercise on the floor everywhere, and they have seen me and they have said, "Oh, we are searching for a flyer in our big team. Do you want to try vaulting with us? Do you want to try to be the flyer on the top of the horse?" And it's like that I have started this sport. And the passion comes, of course, from the horse, because when you do gymnastics, you are with the bars, with floors, but they are not alive. So, of course, what have makes me wanted to continue was the horse and the team partnership.
Was your family ever involved in horses or gymnastics, or were you one to do it by yourself?
Really not. My father was doing football, and my mother a bit gymnastics when she was young, and football too. And I have two brothers, and they were doing football too. So my family come really not from equestrian, so I have really discovered how a horse work. But yeah, and I can say that some of my family are afraid of horse.
Yeah, and I think maybe people don't know that a lot of the training happens off of the horse, not first trying a major skill on top of their back, but you're basically mastering the skill on the ground first, and then once it's ready to go, it goes on top of the horse. So it's
exactly.
a really nice sport for the horses as well.
Yeah, the most we do it's not on the horse.
Yeah.
We have a lot of training horse, and we can spend a lot of time on the back of the horse, but the most what we do is on the movie, on the floor, and here. We try not to use the horse when it's not necessary. We try to really go on when we are really ready, that they are not going out for so long and turning in a circle for so long.
Now that we've heard about Manon's past experiences and her rising through the sport of vaulting, let's take a look in episode 2 at where Manon is now in her future career as a national trainer for the French Federation. Ready?
Yeah.